Hello, heroes, and welcome back to another episode. We made a rune master. That's actually the next one we're going to work on. Now that we're done with the Stormbringer. Stormbringer will go out tomorrow. The build, anyway, will go out tomorrow. So we've got that going. Weird. I guess I got to take out Oracle in order to get the eyeball for the Oracles. That's interesting. But yeah, so that will be going out tomorrow morning. And then we're going to try and finish off a couple other builds offline, off camera, whatever you want to call it, so that we can get all the classes done at some point, which is kind of my goal at the moment, is to do all the classes up to 60 and see where we can go from there. We are going to do an engravement build on the Runemaster here. It allows us to dual wield, get some teleporties around, if I remember correctly. Right now I'm running 2 weapon enchantments. We're running Fire and Frost. We're level 8 currently, which means we'd probably have some more stuff that we could do. There we go. Just need one more of those. Try to hit level 10 so we can select the new one. Bear in mind that because we are on COA, they disabled a lot of the features that allow us to level up faster. We do have all of our heirlooms on now. We have a bonus XP running now. But yeah, as far as, say, like the XP gains that we get anyway, for first time playthrough is almost at one time. I think it's like 1.25, 1.5 times XP right now. We don't have access to mana storms, which is kind of a bummer because mana storms could be an incredibly fast way to level. So really, we're stuck doing dungeons or PvP when we hit those respective levels. I think PvP we could do at level 10, and then at level 15 we could do dungeons. The main reason why I decided to go ally for this one instead of horde is because I really want to go try out the new area, Pale Reach, because I've had a lot of people tell me that it looks really cool out there. I haven't really seen anyone go out there because most of the content creators that I've seen that are playing and still streaming this or doing content for it, atypically either they're just doing build overview or class overview videos, so they don't really showcase questing like I do. So there's that. But the other side of it too is the fact that we really like to just showcase what this game really has to offer for people, because there is a ton. There's a lot that this game has to offer, and it's kind of sad that regular players will get to see it because they're on a lot. But your casual, jumping on for an hour here or there, most of those guys aren't going to get to see the kind of content that we get to. Um, but my primary focus for COA, so long as it's still up, is that I am going to do my absolute best to make sure that I can get all of the classes done for everybody so that those who aren't playing and thinking about joining, they might see a class and go, wow, that one looks really unique. I want to try that. So kind of the thing there. I'm not really trying to be like, this is meta. This is all you should ever do. This should be all you ever want to do. If you're into doing raids and whatnot, yes, there is a meta for each spec, whether that's tank, heals, support, DPS, whatever. So if that's the goal that you're going for, I am all for it for you. The main issue that I'm going to run into is that I don't care about meta. I never have, to be honest with you. It's one of the main reasons I left playing retail WoW is it got too I call it cookie cutter, but it got too meta centric. So if you want to get into anything higher than say raid finder and you want to get into mythic dungeons, mythic plus dungeons, you want to get into higher tier raids and things of that nature, you're going to really have to buckle down and um, be a specific race with a specific class with a specific build. You definitely can't use the one button builds because that's going to require you to do way too much in the wrong stat requirement. You got to make sure you have the right enchants and the right food buffs. And if you don't do any or half of those, then you can't be in a good raiding guild because they're not going to let you raid with them. And it's kind of the same thing with PvP over in retail as well. As well, like you have to have the right gear and enchants and food buffs and all the fun things that you just have to have. And so I got tired of dealing with it in retail. That's why I went to things like Diablo 2 where it didn't really matter as long as I was having fun with the build. It may not output the most DPS, the most damage when trying to fight a boss, but there were still ways for me to beat that boss even if I had to go to town 15 times to do it. I was able to take out the boss. Or things like uh Last Epoch where again, yeah, there are builds that people are going to be like, "Oh, this is the best build," but I ain't got to play that way. Like, there's no in-game content that requires me to be a specific thing, specific spec. So my whole thing on this is uh I just want to showcase the classes. Like I just want to show them off and be like, this is what this class can do in this spec, and go from there. You know. Boom, boom. Meow. Why are you sitting? I don't think I've ever seen him just sit.
King's honor, friend. Light be with you.
Do 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 do.
I supply only the finest goods. See you later.
Okay, make this in my home.
Hello. Have a good one. Safe travels.
Make
Hello.
sure we pick up all the quests. I haven't really done anything in the Alliance town in a good hot minute. I don't care about that one.
What can I do for you? Good day to you.
I like how they changed Goldshire. Like it's nice. It really brings home that idea that Goldshire is slowly building up to be its own little town city thing instead of just a way station outside of Stormwind, you know?
You need something?
So I really like a lot of the changes they've been doing to towns. Because it makes it feel lived in now. I mean, it really does make it seem like the NPCs have been etching out their little area and doing what they can to really just make it their own area. Super, super nice. Ba-da-dum. But yeah, so well, that's a nice little mana beast there. What are you lying? Now there is one quest out here that we just cannot do. I was hoping at some point they would get rid of it. It looks like they have, because used to there was a quest out here called Cluck. And for whatever reason, the quest is completely bugged. You can't get it. So, I don't know. Look at they.
What can I do for you?
Level 9.5. Almost level 10. Not bad.
You need something?
We needed this one, I believe. I really do like. There's a part of me that understands having quests where I gotta go collect stuff like that, but then there's other ones that require you to go to like different complete zones to collect or turn in something. And it's like, can we not? You know?
Hello.
All right, Malachi Ball. And like that one requires us to go collect all that stuff so that we can go over there to turn it in, which I find to be odd, but it is what it is. Now we need to collect watermelons and whatever else, and apples. Apples are right over here. It's what? It's apples, watermelons, and like cabbages, I think, are the other one. Yeah, we would have started earlier, but I was putting the finishing touches on the build guide for the build video for Stormbringer. Of course, as soon as I got done with it and was satisfied with the way it was and started the publishing process, I then went, oh, I could have done this and I could have done that. So I will probably at some point be updating that pretty quick. But it is technically done. Pumpkins, and I think there's a pumpkin patch back that way. Oh, look. They're already respawning, so that's nice. Okay, let's go turn this quest in. It's crazy how many quests say that I can just go turn them in, but they're way out of the way to turn in.
What can I do for you?
Just like we have that one over there, that one over there, that one in town. So we're gonna just go take out some kobolds. Ugh. At least this water didn't like try and explode out of the can today. Those both require us to be invisible in stealth mode. Okay. There we go. Wow. Every one of them has spawned one of those guys so far. I remember the last time we did do this quest, we had quite a few that didn't spawn anything at all. And I was like, oh, that's cool. So it's random. And so far, it's been a 100% spawn chance. Oh, that was the last one we needed. Total stats by 10%. Oh, there's a Sun Cleric right there. Yeah, I considered doing a cultist healer instead of well, actually there was 3 that I was contemplating on doing. There's level 10. We're doing engravement, save, thank you. Tattoo of Frost. So Frost, I believe, is the slows their movements down. But like water gives us mana, earth gives us protections, I think. So I'm not really sure. Like overall, I don't know which ones we want to run. I definitely will be running probably 2 different ones. Probably 1 water, 1 fire. Just because, you know, keeping mana up plus getting the explosions is probably worth it. Hello. Yep, people are fighting above me. But yeah, the ones that I had contemplated on doing as well were I'd like to do cultist as a healer and the spell casting Fellsworn. Those are the ones that I would really like to do. Okay. The problem is the ally side I feel like doesn't have the same kind of mob density that the horde side has. And then on top of that, like I don't know, it's hard to explain. I feel like the ally side gets gypped on so many different levels that it makes it much rougher to level an ally character than it does a horde character. Dang. How long does it take for this stuff to respawn? Jeez. See my point? And we're not even getting guaranteed drops either. That's at least the second one I know of off the top of my head that is not or has not dropped anything at all for us. So, Runemaster and Vanilla? You're not really gonna find one, honestly. Maybe Shaman? Are you talking like Bronzebeard, or are you talking like um classic retail? Because if you're talking classic retail, Shaman best bet. Everything else, not so much. Like normal, yeah, you're really not gonna find a quote unquote normal in normal retail. WoW, you're not gonna find anything like the Rune Master. Like even enhancement shaman won't have the same feel because it's gonna feel like a shaman. Like yeah, you could definitely throw out some stuff, but your I mean, yeah, you're too focused on becoming the element basically as a shaman versus this one where I'm inscribing the elements so that when I do melee damage, for the most part, that's when um that's when I'm gonna do elemental damage. Like yes, I have this instant cast ability, so I could just yeet a fireball at somebody every few seconds that will do whatever my weapon enchants are, which is nice. But yeah, overall, nah. Is there anything out here? No. I love how people call me randomly. But it's never like when I'm not busy, not doing anything. It's like at work while I'm on a phone call with a client or while I'm streaming. Like, I'm not answering the phone in any of those situations. Plus, it is 7 o'clock at night. Like, what do you need at 7 o'clock at night? There's no one in Texas aside from family that I care to talk to. I like how it puts little stars instead of dots to let you know, hey, that is something that you can gather. Okay, I thought I got in here and turned all of this off. I guess not. I don't really care to be looking at chat. This will definitely get us to level 11.
What can I do for you? Light bless you. Go with honor, friend.
That way we can turn everything in.
Hey there. Have a good one.
That takes us to Stormwind. Well, I guess not. We're not going to get to 11. Jeez. I'm so used to being prestiged on the other server that
Something?
we turn in a quest and it's like, yep, you leveled up.
See you around.
I think the one in here is one that we can turn in now.
What can I do for you?
Okay, guess not. They were outside.
Light be with you.
Oof,
You need
close. Okay, her quest is pointless. That quest is pointless. Says there's another quest in here. Yep,
You need
this one right
something?
here.
Have a good one.
Okay. So now we got some stuff here, turn in there with a whole bunch more stuff over that way. And then we've got this plus everything that's up in Stormwind. So I'm going to go down this way, complete this one, go up, complete this stuff, come back down, grab his quest, do this whole area, and that should get us pretty good levels. Level 12 human pyromancer. First time we ever built a pyromancer, it was human. And that's back in alpha because we were able to get all of our stupid instant spells to go off while playing incineration. And draconic had like 8 breath skills all by level like 15. Boom. Can you please? Thank you. Reason why I want to take out the strange guard is he actually gives us the Betrayal with Inquest, which is a pretty nice quest to get. Because it's just free XP. There. Now we need more bandits. We need more mages. Alright, looks like there's a bandit wizard out this way. Another bandit. Yeah, looks like we got a couple things over this way. There's that. I need 2 more wizards. Can I get any more wizards, please? I just need 2. I don't need you, but I need a wizard. In fact, I need 2 wizards. There's my last wizard. There we go. Done. Hello. I hope you like my spooter. Now we're gonna just run straight north, basically. So we can go do the cave, and then we can just turn a bunch of stuff in, grab some more quests. Trying to do it as quickly as I can. I speak your language, Merlock. Leave me alone, puppy dog. How dare you try to fight me in such a manner? Put that down there, put that down there. This one is run in and just get far enough. If you are a tank class that has some really good self-heals, just run. Don't bother trying to take all this stuff out. Or if you happen to be in a group so that you have a healer, yeah, just run. What's up, little elite? See? And then we gotta come in here and kill the spiders. Let's mana and heal up real quick. But yeah, we just gotta take these guys out now, the spiders, and then we can literally just teleport out back over to not that I'm going to, but if all you were wanting to do is complete these quests, as soon as these ones are done, just teleport back to town, turn all that stuff in, and then run this way. Potentially there is another elite back here as well. Doesn't look like it's up right now though. There is the like spider matriarch, I think. There, all the quests are done. Now it's a whole bunch of turn-ins and then pick up some more quests. Well, Lies of P, I think, came out a couple days ago, yesterday, something like that. Came out on the Switch 2, so I bought Lies of P on the Switch 2, so that I have something entertaining to play when I'm at work, not doing anything else. And so far, I'm having a blast with it. My only complaint is just the fact that the last time I played it was on PlayStation, so I'm used to the PlayStation like buttons, and so when it's like, oh, push, X or Y or whatever it is on the Nintendo, in order to use your health potion or to open a door, or I'm always pushing the wrong buttons because I'm like, okay, that was I remember triangle did this, and it's telling me to hit X. Well, X is the bottom button for me, not the top button. And I'm just like, none of your buttons make sense.
Greetings. For the Alliance. Need help? Be careful. King's honor, friend.
Then we want to run into town, pick up those quests, and then immediately book it over here to this side of the stream so that we can get one other quest, take out any wolves or bears that we see. That mount is so weird. The second it goes underwater, it's like, oh, nope, dismount. Every other mount doesn't do that. It's weird. I don't get it. I don't know. Hey.
Greetings. Safe travels. Need help? Be careful.
Leave. And actually, I do need to backpedal a little bit because of the way we ran here. We actually missed a quest. And then I can start doing all these other quests over here. There's a tower right there that has some quests. And we definitely want to make sure we grab those. Oh, leave me alone, wolf. You're not the kind I need to take out. Who they?
Light
Goodness.
King's honor, friend.
Tell you what, man, I'm exhausted. I got barely any sleep last night because I was tossing and turning literally all night. My brain between stuff for YouTube and my friend Devin and I have been talking about our book again, so my brain's processing that information and just I was tossing and turning all night, couldn't get any sleep. And now my body's like, homie, it's bedtime. Like it is 7:30 at night and it is time for bed. Like not even close. We got to get at least a 2-hour stream done today, man. I can't be going to sleep on a job like that. All right, so we need, and actually, I think, yep, that vial, because they changed how this quest works. Now it's any Murloc you take out, and then you click that vial on their corpse. So this, and then you hit this vial, and you'll get one. Used to, it was a specific Murloc you had to take out, and then even then, sometimes you just wouldn't get it. I like when people are like, no, no, I'm gonna get all of that first. You can't have it. No. I'm just like, bruh, I'm just trying to relax, have a good time, level up, figure out the class. Because the last time we made a Runemaster, we were building it on like I think beta as a spellcaster, and it was terrible at the beginning. Boink. It's terrible how long that cooldown is, man. And it looks like people are fighting the mages over on that island right now. So that's going to be a nightmare to get. Level 12. Let's get warp daggers so that I have a way to get around. This is nice just because it allows me to teleport. I love that. So like I hit 4, then I hit 4 again and I can teleport. Stormbringer. Maybe they'd be interested in our video that is going live tomorrow at 9 a.m. I really hope you guys enjoy it. Like I said, there's some things that I see that I could go back in real fast and change. Because like I was a dum dum and I forgot to talk about like the stats that you need, though it's haste and crit like every other spellcaster. Spell power, haste, crit, whatever gets you more crit, the better. So it's one of those things where like I didn't talk about it or the gear or boink. Thank you. Nailed it. You know what's funny is that one might spawn, but if I really wanted to, I could grab it before he does. See? No, and then I see another mage over here. So it's like I I kind of feel bad for these guys because it's like I take stuff out so fast this early that it's not really that funny, but it is kind of comical. Oh, there you go. You got him. Nicely done. You waited long enough, he respawned. Oh, look, I see that one over there. Meow. Oh, mount up, bud. Yeah, I may have to look up a build here real fast just to see like what would be good for this guy because I don't have a clue when it comes to this one. Like I want Warp Dagger just because I know it's a teleport. It was really useful in PvE, PvP situations when we played this in beta and in alpha. So like I know it's a useful skill. The problem is I don't know outside of that, like what's a good skill? What's a bad skill? We're trying to go enhancement. Is there skills that I should be focused on or should I not focus on others? You know what I mean? It's like I don't know, Captain. Whoo, you was fast on that uptake, bud. Everything's starting to disappear over here, which means they should respawn pretty soon. Yeah, I'm gonna be perfectly honest with you. If you do not have an instant cast, fast acting spell, I'm gonna get it. Now, that was a Reaper, I think. I think that guy was also prestiged, or he's much higher level, because his mount speed was definitely at 100, if not higher. But granted, I don't have the money to up ours one more yet. Boom. No, somebody's messing with that deal. I know that there's a quest right there, but that quest is freaking terrible. Actually, no, I think this one just requires me to go into Stormwind, if I remember correctly. Yeah, Stormwind. After that, it's a terrible quest. Hey, I'll take some free XP while we wait for some respawns. I need 2 more axes, 2 more swords. So I need 2 more outrunners and 2 more runts, I think are the other ones. That was a pyro. There's way less runts, I feel. So they were more important. Now I just need one more outrunner, and we're done with that quest. It's crazy, like, how many quests I to go turn in. Good night. Dang. Nicely done. No. You've got a faster mount. You'll be alright. I just literally need one more outrunner, outrider, or whatever. Then it's wolves and bears. Wolves and bears. There we go. Just need wolves and bears. That's all we need. That's all we ever need. Wolves and bears. Bears and wolves. Wrong kind of wolf. And actually, I don't even need wolves. I need the bears, is what I'm on right now. We need 4 more bears. Meow. I see a bear in the distance. In fact, there should be 2 over here. Yep. There's this one right here, which I'm going to run through. And then there's this one right here, which I'm going to launch there. And now we just need one more bear. And that one should be, as long as nobody's fought it, out over this direction. Well, I think somebody did, because I'm not seeing him. Alright, we'll go across the road. There's usually a couple bears over this way. Yep, there's one. That was the wrong skill. And then, just for giggles, there's actually a quest in this tower too. It's a great class. Like I enjoyed it the first time we ever played it. It's just it was never like my like favorite. I just know I really enjoyed it. We used it as a spellcaster. Of course, I had to go back and redo the class because when I first started playing it, I thought it was 2 or all 3 melee classes, and so I just never. I didn't realize the first time I did it that it was 2 melee classes and then a ranged spec. I legitimately thought that it was a 2 melee and a hybrid. You'd be wise to try and party me up on this one, y'all. Because if they spawn, I have an instacast. Come on! Spawn faster, bandits! Boink. Destroyed. I just didn't have my 3 up, otherwise that one would have been mine too. The respawn timer on these things is atrocious. I'm fairly confident I could go to one of the other little areas though that they spawn, and I should be okay since that guy's farming here. I believe that there is another spot down this way. It's past all the murlocs, I think. There's like a... Whoop. I did not mean to make the murloc mad. Hmm. I'm not trying to make everything mad at me. Oh, dude, good lord, we need to go sell and empty out our box. Wonder how much moolah we get for that.
Well met. Go with honor, friend. Light bless you. What can I do for you?
What, Ro?
Go with honor, friend.
Updates, hot fixes, new PvP gear. They're gonna force that on us in Trace Minutos. No, that'd be 3 minutes. Train to Minutos. That's 30 minutes. But there's like a little shed thing down this way. I'm hoping I might be thinking of that one over there, to be honest with you. I wonder if I go over here where those ones are, if those bandits work. Because if that's the case, there's a whole bunch of bandits over there. Looks like somebody took out that camp right there. It says they work. I need 5 of them. We'll have to run back and turn in the quest, but... Yoink. 3 more, because apparently the one that was up there did not count. Bummer. Or it was a sentry and not a bandit. Yep, that's a sentry. There's another camp of them right over here. Whoo, wizards, bandits, nice. Kaboom, kaboom, kaboom. You explode. You take a bunch of damage. Wahoo! We need one more bandit. Wahoo! Hi. And goodbye, Mr. Bandit. There we go. That's all done. So now we just need to go all the way back over there to that tower, turn that in, go up a little bit north, turn in those, then go to the other tower, turn in those, then go back to town and turn all those in, and hopefully we'll be close to level 15. And then that way we can do dungeons. We definitely need to empty out our bags. Because our bags are full. Yeah. Stop talking smack there, Murloc. Somebody needs to make a game where I can play as a Murloc, a Draktherin, or like a Vulpin. You can have my money. I would play that. I thought the Vulpin was a really cool race just because they're little fox dudes. That's cool. The Draktherin obviously are really cool because you get to play as dragons, which I think is dope. And then Murlocs have never been a playable race. I think that's kind of a missed opportunity. What's up, Amos? But yeah, I find I find that to be a missed opportunity. Why not add Murlocs as a playable race? You have them all over the gosh dang area. But no, we'd rather give you pandas. Our herbalism skill is now at 37. It is incredibly ridiculous how much farming you have to do for herbalism, bug fixes, and more. In order to get a couple points in herbalism, whereas I can literally run through an area somebody's already cleared, and I'll get a ton of skinning. He's like skinning 63, and we haven't really had to do anything for it. And yet, herbalism, where I've gone out of my way a few times to pick up plants, we're only at freaking 37.
You need something? Farewell.
You need something? Farewell.
Need help? Light bless you.
Need more voice actors. Just saying. Goodness. So many turn-inable quests is ridiculous. And I doubt he has his quest ready yet, because I think we need to hit 14 for him to give us the next quest. Which is weird, because it's like a level 7 quest.
Hey there.
We can at least empty out our bags here. Do, 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 do.
See you around.
Tell you what, I don't think I'm gonna make it past 2 hours of streaming today, sadly enough, just because like I can already feel myself zoning out pretty hard. Like I could legitimately just sit here and keep playing and not say a word.
Greetings.
But that make not good viewership.
Things on,
There we go. Almost level 14 after all that. Told you we'd be dang near close to 15. And we still haven't turned in everything we have here that goes in town. And we're already up to gold. Why yous need be so fast, Paladina? Paladina? They're what, a Templar? Yeah. Or is it Paladin Ah? Or Paladina? Paladina. I like Paladina. That is your name from now on. Good Paladin wannabe. You are now henceforth known as Paladina. Yoink. Eh. Hello? There we go. I was trying to be funny and it didn't work out. There was level 14.
Need help? Light bless you. Go with honor. Light bless you. Greetings. Be careful.
You need something? Have a good one. See you later.
Almost level 15. I want to go back over here because we should be able to pick up his quest now, plus that quest. Before we go running off, though, we've got all of this to do. There we go. Requires us to be invisible again. Runic, tattoo, I don't need that on here. And weapon earth graving, that goes here. There we go. Okay, so we ended up getting, we have it removed our tattoo, even though it says we're still running earth tattoo. And it's just not showing it. But we have the earth tattoo, so it turns out increasing our armor by 150 and your nature resistance by 10. We could do water, which attune yourself to water, restoring 17 mana every 5 seconds and reduces the mana cost of your spells and abilities by 5%. You can do frost, which is attune yourself to frost, increasing your frost resistance by 5 and causing your melee or ranged attacks against you to slow the attacker's movement speed and attack speed by 20% for 8 seconds. Out of those, honestly, the water tattoo, if we were having mana issues, we're going to stick with the earth tattoo because we're not right now. And then the earth graving that we got, so engrave a earth rune onto your weapon for 1 minute, granting earth graving. Your direct damage has a 15% chance to deal 9 nature damage to enemies within 8 yards of your target. This gives us AoE. This gives us your direct damage has a 40% chance to deal 75 frost damage and reduce the target's movement speed by 50% for 8 seconds. Each trigger can apply 1 stack of icebound momentum. The Runemaster deals 1 additional damage per stack as frost damage stacks up to 8 times and lasts 12 seconds. So honestly, what I would do, let's get rid of both of these. And now that he has his quest, we go
Well met.
jump here, bounty on Murlocs. Let's just go nuke a bunch of Murlocs. But we're gonna grab fire engraving and earth engraving because that allows us to do AoE damage and potentially AoE damage. But I want to go turn in this quest so that we can hit level 15.
Well met. Go with honor.
Stupid. All right. And then it's probably already cleared out, but we're going to run straight south and start clearing that stuff out. Okay. One fire. One earth. There we go. We have so many points that we need to put in. Reduces the cooldown of primary blast and refreshes 3 charges. Okay. Laystone Springs, your melee auto attacks now have a 15% chance to restore 11 mana while active. Restores increased by 250. Increase our haste. I'm going to go with haste because I don't need the mana right now. Reduces all nature and frost arcane damage taken. Meh. Your armor contribution from items is increased. Nice. Reduces the resource cost of your spells and abilities. Yes. There we go. I don't know if that's any points we needed to use right now, but that's what I went with. Meow. Just need 2 more. As you see, even just running around, like, yeah, I'm using up a lot of mana because I'm just trying to get this done quick. One more. But even then, like, there we go, done. We got a lot of combat done before we even had to worry about our mana being out. Honestly, once we get, like, we could go with that so it just is natural mana back. We could do 1 water, or not that. We don't even have water engraving yet. But, so we could grab that and get the replenishment one.
Be careful.
Okay, now we just have way over there. But what we would do is come and do all this stuff first. What is this? Oh, deep run frame. Okay. So we will attempt to get... Actually, I know what we can do. Watch this. This will get us into Stormwind pretty quick. Then it's just run, turn those quests in, and then leave Stormwind. Excusez-moi, guys. I'm so sorry. I wish I knew why I was tossing and turning all last night. Well, like I know why. I wish I knew why my body does that. Why my brain does that. It just would not shut up.
Hello.
Constantly just
Safe travel.
8 million different things. But okay, so now we need to run all the way over there, get that quest turned in. This also, oh crap. It also doesn't help that like my room is just so stinking hot. Eh. Yeah, show off. Ah, there's stairs over here. That's fine. Yoink. $11. No. Once we turn in these quests, we'll go ahead and log out, wait for a bit, and then try and log back in. Because like 11 minutes from now would be at 8:19, so we'll call it 8:20 is when the server would come back up. But we'll go look at the. Hopefully they've got the patch notes up so we can go see what's changing.
See you soon.
Nope. Middle of Westfall, that's fine. That's the one I don't need. Abandoned. And then we have one more quest to turn in, which is all the way on the other side of Stormwind. We should be able to just cut straight across. This is where the paladins and the priests used to call home. But now it is no more. The Grand Cathedral is not home to paladins or their priests anymore. Now it would technically be the Templars and the Chronomancers, maybe? Okay. And now we will hearth out of here. Blip. Almost level 16 already. Okay. And then let's go ahead and log out. Actually, we can just go ahead and go exit game. We know we have 8 minutes. Like I said, we'll come back, or we'll try to log back in at 8:20, which will give it like an extra couple minutes. But let's go see if there's any patch notes already up. Right? That's Bronzebeard. Don't care. We want this one. All right. Pending restart. Conquest points caps have been doubled for the next restart. All right. So PvP stuff, don't care. Resilience on gear is now 25% more powerful in how much damage reduction it provides. Again, PvP, don't care. Item level 74 PvP gear has been released and tailored towards the stat needs of Conquest of Azeroth classes. Regular PvP gear will remain available under Legacy tab of gear and has also been upgraded to 74 item level. Pending restart, faction leaders' immersive RPG drops have been increased to 72 item level and are guaranteed to drop 3 pieces. Huh. All right. Normal and heroic raids can now take up to 40 players. Players past 25 will increase raid scaling sparingly. That's interesting. Ranger fixed an issue where pecking was not receiving the War Falcon's AP value into damage consideration. Forest Fighter now causes critical hits with Falcon Strike to summon additional War Falcons. Highlander now removes cost. Woodland Arrow no longer has cooldown. Dreamflower healing increased from 3% to 5%. Nice. Duration of Gut Piercer increased from 15 seconds to 30 seconds. Divine Trample now only affects players for the Templar. And for the Reaper, Dark Fate now permanently reduces the cooldown of Reliquary of the Lost by a flat 10 seconds instead of causing Crow's Harvest to reduce the cooldown by 1 second per target hit. Talents and abilities. World Forged item upgrade costs are now capped at the Anexia tier rate. Upgrading these items beyond Anexia will no longer require additional runes of Ascension. Huh. Bunch of Sun Cleric, Star Caller. Nice. I am curious though, over on classless, have they figured out the issue with what you call it? Midnight Flame, Shadow Strike, Gloaming, Built Up Thirst, Eclipse. A new ability is now available, Wailing Arrow. Fire a Wailing Arrow, dealing 80% ranged weapon damage as shadow damage to the target and enemies within yards. Affected monsters take 50% increased damage from your Dark Arrows and Shadow Artillery. Black Arrow's periodic damage grants stacks that increase Wailing Arrow's damage by 20% and increases the damage monsters take from your Dark Arrows and Shadow Artillery by an additional 10% per stack. These stacks are consumed when a Wailing Arrow is fired. Interesting. I still don't see our ability for our Fire Mage getting hit. Yeah, cremation still seems to be pretty safe, so I don't know what to tell you. All right. Oh, we still have like 4 minutes. Here's an update though. Oh, I tell you what, y'all, I am tired as all get out. Whew. Watch, we're gonna log back in and it's gonna say we have like 3 minutes. Nice, good job, man. As soon as you hit 15 and the server comes back up, we should be able to potentially get one dungeon done before I'm at the point of passing out. So I think I don't. There's a part of me that's like I don't even know if I can make it to the 2 hour mark. I only got 2 minutes. Oy vey. I'm gonna try and run up this way just so that when we do come back, we have a way to turn something in. But yeah, I don't mind trying to do at least one dungeon before we get off because I just hit level 15. And as soon as this guy hits level 18, I'm going to be going into Pale Reach. I want to check that place out. Hello, human tinker. Human sun cleric.
Hello.
Light
How
be
are
with
you?
They're already going to have all the ones on the inside done, aren't they? Yep. Fiddle and sticks, my dude. I think we need to take these off, and I think it needs to go fire first, then earth. "45 seconds." And we've already done the restart, so we should be alright. 30 seconds. This should be our last piece. And we definitely will not make it back into the building to turn in, which is a bummer. We almost hit 16 before the server goes down. And... Ha! Well, Vol'jin's down. Oh no! No, Rexar. Come on. Come on, Rexar. Come back up. Come on. You can do it, my friend. Vol'jin's up. Rexar should be coming up any second. Boom, boom, boom. Come on, Rexar. You can do it, buddy. Hello. Please come back up. Please. Do I still have that up? Oh, that's just the stream. YouTube. I want to check something real quick, like. Go. My channel. Plus, we're still waiting for Rexar to come back up, so I got plenty of time. I want to go. My channel. Manage videos. I want to see. It's definitely not going to make any differences, but I want to try something from members. How about we do this? Not that I have any, so it won't affect them, but there we go. Yep. All right. 69 comments. Nice. All right, server's back up. But I also had enough time to pull up a build over on Bisbeard. So now I can kind of see where I need to put points. And basically it's everywhere. You just put them gosh darn near on every slot. So alrighty, about to hit level 16. Hi there, buddy.
You need something?
Level 16. So now that quest is good and golden. And now we're headed down this way. In fact, we actually want to head into town, go talk to the mount trainer, and see if we can upgrade our mount speed. I am half tempted to just go buy the book out of the store, to be honest with you. Just so that we don't have to waste money on it, but at the same time, I'm just like, meh. I'm not doing anything other than herbalism and skinning for money. Same thing with the world forged items as we run across them. We pick those up. That's money as well. So Amos, feel free to toss me an invite whenever you hit 15 and you're ready to do a dungeon, because I will attempt to do at least one with you before I call it a night. Do 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 do. It takes 3 gold, and I don't have enough. Dang it. Thought there was. Well, I guess it's novice. I don't have a pet. What is this? Where did my pets go?
Hello.
Think. There we go. What? What did I miss in chat? No idea. None at all. Okay. So looking at the gear that the person that I'm following their build on now is, it's all like agility with like agility plus int kind of stuff. Unfortunately, I don't have any agility int gear, so I'm just stacking attack power because they also seem to be having a ton of attack power on their build. And then reading the passive for this, Which one was it? Yeah, this one right here. Increases spell power damage, or your spell damage by 30% of your attack power, your hit rating by 3% of your agility, and your spell hit rating by an additional 3% of your agility. So I count it as a win.
Might be with you. For the Alliance.
Westbrook needs you. For the Alliance.
You need something?
I thought about going to spellcaster, but everybody said that the enhancement or whatever it was, what was it called? Engravement was slightly stronger. So I was just like, all right, we can do that. Y'all know how I like my spellcasters. Ooh, somebody has obliterated stuff out here. Which tells me they were already out here, and then the server was getting ready to go down, so they just sat out here and waited, and then as soon as the server came back up, they just blip, took everybody out again. That's fine. Y'all keep taking it out. I'm getting free XP, and I'm leveling our stupid herbalism skill. Hogger generally spawns down here, so I'm just gonna wait down this direction. There was apparently a glitch with the mounts at one point where you could just infinite, or no, it wasn't the mounts, it was like Reaper or something, where like you would jump and try and use a skill at the same time and your guy would just float forever. Come hither, Hogger. I see a corpse right there, buddy boy. So now I'm waiting for you to respawn somewhere around here. But I need you to hurry up about it. My brain is turning into soft scramble. Dum, 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 dum. Yo, what's up, Tinker? Telling you they need to add an ER to it. It needs to be a Tinkerer. It's a dope bear that you have, though. I would appreciate it if you weren't attacking my targets like you were getting the loot from them there. Okay, Hogger's body disappeared. So it should be respawning soon. And he should be spawning somewhere over this way. In theory. Oh, that's an outrunner. Ow. Grr. I am awesome like that. What? Yeah, buddy, we are so done. We are also ridiculous slow. Oh my gosh. How comes it over there? Amos, how we doing? How we doing? Almost level 15 yet? What we thinking? Cause your boy is fading fast. Yo dude about to go take a long freaking nap. Get up the hill. There we go. Oh yeah. Man, by the way, the more I've been reading on what's that game called? Hold on. It's in my wish list. Boop, all the way at the bottom. Crimson Moon. The more I'm reading about Crimson Moon, the more excited I am for it because it does not require, like, it doesn't have builds per se. At least according to the developer, it's not going to have like your standard kind of builds. So it's more like you wear a piece of gear and you're like, oh, I want to be sword and board, but I want to have really cool spells as well. You can do that, you know. Want to wield a staff but have some melee capability? You can do that too. So it sounds pretty dope. I'm kind of excited for it. Same thing with No Rest for the Wicked. I'm looking forward to the new class system that they're coming up with that one. Because like right now it's like, oh, you want to be a spellcaster, you just pour all your points into whichever spellcasting trait you're wanting to do. Depending on the type of spellcasting, because there's like faith and intelligence and strength, dexterity, that kind of stuff. But it's like, oh, I want to be a faith caster. Okay, cool. So you pour all your points into faith, get some strength. You can wear big clubs that do big shadow damage, right? Or a staff that launches shadow poison type damage. You could go intelligence and get like lightning and fire, and that's pretty much it right now. Like that's the extent of like quote unquote builds for it. Whereas the way it's going to be is like I can select that I want to level a warrior. And so I'm going to get warrior skills. I'm going to equip a big sword or a big mace, and I'm going to go off and I'm going to bonk people in the head with really big weapons. Or I could be a knight and wield sword and board. As I level those up, I unlock skills for it. And then let's say I get to level, call it 20. We'll just say 20 is the max you can get in one skill tree. Let's say I get to level 20 and I'm like, you know what? I want to add some elemental damage. So then I go over to the mage and I go, I want to level the mage up. Well, I can start getting abilities from the mage while still wearing my warrior gear to where I can add abilities to oh, I gotta be 100 for that. Gross. Definitely am not
Need something?
good enough right now to get
Travel.
anything out here for herbalism.
Have a good one.
How are you? Have a good one.
How are you?
Hello. See you later.
Okay, I accepted all those quests. I need to go get herbalism up though, because that's going to be a ton of XP out here that I'd be missing.
Around.
Another inscription.
Hey there. Safe travels.
All right. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do a dungeon tonight, Amos. I'm sorry. We're almost at the 2 hour mark, which is about as long as I'm gonna have the patience to play, unfortunately. Let's see. Increasing damage taken from spells by up to 15 and healing spells by up to 16 less. What? So it increases how much healing they can take, but also how much damage they take. What is that trade-off? No, man. Definitely sticking to the increased stats by 10%. A bunch of water Malones down there, y'all. It's eerie how quiet this mount is compared to some of the other ones when they run. What? No, you're good, man. It's not your fault. Like normally I would be staying on a lot longer than 2 hours tonight, but for whatever reason, with the tossing and turning I was doing last night, I can't. I'm literally sitting here like struggling to stay awake. It has nothing to do with you, bud. I'm just sorry that it's going to be literally one of the shortest streams we've done in a hot minute. Yeah, I want that. Yeah, it sounds beautiful. Usually on a night like this, we started early enough. I could have gone till, 10, 11, 12 o'clock and not really batted an eye about it. But because of me getting like next to no sleep last night, I don't know, man. Then you add that to the fact that it's just stupid hot right now. So my body's in that all it wants to do is take a nap mode. Not a good combination. And because I don't do energy drinks anymore, I don't really have a way of just being like, here, let me do this and I'll perk right up and we can keep on going. Like, I can't do those anymore. Nice. All right. I tell you what, man. Go ahead. Toss me an invite. Let's do it. Let's do it. I don't know if you're a what'd you say you were living? You're ranger. So neither of us are going to be a tank. This could take a while. But toss me an invite, man. I'll try to stay up for one dungeon. Why not? I have one role. Really? You needed me to select it? Redonkulous. If there was a tank on, man, be nice. Or if I was playing a cultist healer. That's like top heals right now is cultist healer. Well, quite a couple. Got a couple of things up over here on this ridge. We're at 61 out of 100 that we need to be at. Dang, I like this spot. This spot got a ton. I'm fairly confident our skinning is high enough that we can go into Westfall with no problem. It's the herbalism that we'd be missing out on if we don't get at least to 100. That's up to you, man. Whatever you want to do. If you want to jump onto a different character to tank, you are more than welcome to. I just figured you wanted to do that character, so I was just saying if we had a tank, queues would go a little faster. I know I know you said blood mage, like BM is blood mage, but in my head the first time I read that I was like I can go on my black mage to tank and I'm like black mages can't tank. They're cloth wearers from Final Fantasy 14. Though I think the black mage was originally introduced in what, tactics, I think? Or 2? Something like that. It was one of those. Skinning is at 69. Nice. So now our herbalism's higher than our skinning. It's seine plant. And of course, it's a dungeon with really no quest to complete. Your next rune blade on the enemy will cause a runic explosion, dealing 109 spellfire damage to the nearby enemies. Okay. Sheesh. And he was higher. Okay, this is hilarious. So I ended up getting more damage than this dude, and he's using fire and air. I don't even have air engraving yet. But alright. One dungeon done. That way we don't have to be like, we got nothing accomplished. We actually got quite a bit accomplished, because... And by the way, thank you so much, Amos, for that. We got, let's see, skills. Herbalism is at 65. Skinning is at 69. Nice. We technically have completed... I mean, there's a couple quests down here we could pick up if we really wanted to, but we've basically completed all of this area. We're on to Westfall. We just need to pick some more flowers and what have you. Let's see. Do you want to try for one more? If it's an instant queue? Dang, you did phenomenal as a level 19. That's crazy. But I'll do one more if you want to do one more dungeon. Throw that on there. Throw that up there. Grab you. Grab you. We're level 17. I don't know when we get air engraving. Ugh. I don't know. But yeah, I thought about going the spellcaster route, but then I was just like, you know what? Everybody says that engravement is stronger, so let's just do that, you know? Bum, 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 bum. Uh-oh. How long this? Really? We're waiting on a healer? Redonkulous, bro. Dang, I did not realize I made it all the way out this way. Holy cow. Let's go back towards town. Okay, I'll give it a couple minutes, but if it doesn't pop pretty quick, I'm gonna have to call it, cause your boy tired. But hey, for the record, we will be back on tomorrow though. We'll continue leveling the Runemaster. So that's a plus. What else? What else? Friday, we'll stream in the morning, and then I'm gonna be taking a break right around like 3 o'clock ish. And then we'll be back streaming later that evening. There we go. That's fine. Can I get this? Boop. Problem is I need higher rated herbs like earthroot and whatever is in the 60s. Please have a quest. Dungeon. But yeah, so Friday I'm gonna try to meet up with Devin and go pick out some equipment. Oh no. And it's probably gonna end up being bugged. Alright, well, I hate to say it, Amos, but I think that's going to be the end of my stream for tonight and me playing all together. Normally I would end the stream and play a little bit longer to try and finish up some stuff, but I just don't have the energy in it for me tonight. So I will catch you guys tomorrow. We'll be starting somewhere around 7 o'clock tomorrow for the stream. We'll work some more on the Runemaster here. The build for the Stormbringer is technically already up for anyone who is a member. And then it will go live tomorrow at 9 a.m. for everybody else. So if you're not a member, you'll still get to see it. It'll be up tomorrow 9 a.m. And then yeah, okay. Then from there, what? Leave queue. Why is it? Why did I am confusion. It gave me the little swirly thing like I leveled up, but whatever. Let's see what else. So that's on Friday. Then Saturday will be an all-day stream. So, other than that, yeah, I will catch you guys tomorrow. I really hope you guys are enjoying the content. If there's a build that you guys want to see, please let me know. I have no problem leveling literally anything. Just let me know what it is that you guys are looking forward to seeing, and I will work on that ASAP so that we can get a build video up for you guys on that as well. But I will catch you guys in the next one. Stay safe, have fun, be loved, be blessed. But as always, stay legendary, heroes. Peace out.